50. Am I now finally going to replace this hideous, awful rack? Well, that is the idea. So, apart from the fact that this rack here, this is basically smaller than it should be, I think I can get away with 28 inch, 70 long by 50 centimeter, 20 inch. 70 by 50, that is what we're going to aim for. Yeah, and then we'll hang this one in front of the window, I think up there, and maybe put some plants on it, because we need a lot more greenery in this kitchen. Well, in the whole house. That's really Nadia's department, because I'm so bad with greenery that fake plants die with me. 70 by 50, that's what we're going to aim for. Yeah, it's an experiment. I've never done any this kind of work before, blacksmithing or whatever you call it. So I just bought this strip of metal back when I was in Holland, just to have a little go at it. I'm dying to do something with metal. So we want to go for a rack that is roughly 70 by 50 cm. And I'm going to have to do the joining on the part that's 70. I think that's easier. I'm not sure how this is gonna bend, how sharp, and also the gas that I have. I don't know whether this burner is hot enough. I have another one, but I can't find it. Anyway, we'll just have a go at it and see how far we get. I'm just gonna make, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna mark 35 here. That's there, and heat it up, this spot, and then bend it, and then trying to bend it 35. And then try to bend it a 90-degree angle and see how that's going to go, and how that is going to go determines how I will do the rest, of course. Just so I'm gonna heat it up there. I'm gonna lay it right here on the corner of the cinder block, and I'm gonna push it down. I do have a lot of water, just in case things go horribly wrong. Yeah, and we keep the chickens are away, so that's good. You don't want to have them too near when you're doing these kinds of things. Yeah, this flame was hot enough to solder the copper water plumbing parts that I actually bought this burner for. Whether it's gonna heat up steel enough, I'm not sure. You can't see the flame, but I'm holding the tip of the lighter part against the steel, sort of. I think that's the hottest part of the flame. Now let's have a go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey, not bad. I got 3 identical curves and one a little sharper than the rest. And that is purely because of the way that I bent the steel. Yeah, because the first one I could bend on this edge of this concrete block, and the other ones I just did freehand. I mean, in the end it doesn't really matter because you're not looking at it from this side, you're looking at it from sort of this side, right? So you don't see it that this one here is a little bit sharper than the rest. Yeah, okay, so I gotta cut this one off, weld them together, and then start working on the other metal bits. It's Sunday morning, and Sunday mornings are for bargain hunting, well, treasure hunting really, on the brocante markets. So let's see what we can find in Le Montet today. You know, often when you go to these markets, you find something. Sometimes it's a gold mine, you find a lot. And sometimes you just find one thing that makes it worthwhile. I broke our fairly cheap plastic whisker and I got a real one instead now. That's a real whisker. Can you see it? It's old-fashioned. It's metal, all metal. For €8. You see it? Some of you people have been following this channel for literally years. And you may remember that when we were doing the garden, we had to remove approximately 60 cubic meters of dirt. We ordered skips to be placed in the street, but we had to move the dirt from the garden onto the street. Because our entrances are so narrow to the garden, we bought this electric wheelbarrow, a Makita electric wheelbarrow, 36 volt. Now, we've been working for I think 1 day with this wheelbarrow. Only 1 day, because I overloaded it straight on day one. There was just so much dirt to remove and it was all really wet and muddy and heavy, and I just loaded up the wheelbarrow to way over its max loading capacity, and what happened was the frame collapsed. Yeah, that's my mistake. There's no point in trying to claim this on warranty because it is my mistake. I'm pretty sure that the manual lists a maximum loading capacity and I just gone over it. Now what really happened is, I'll show you. See, you've got a frame and a subframe, and the frame of the wheelbarrow is this black thing. Then you got the subframe and the bucket is sitting on the subframe. I already disconnected it. This here is the subframe. That's what basically holds the bucket in place, or whatever you have on it. Now, if we open that, you'll see the frame better. And now you see that here in this band, the frame has collapsed. This part of the frame should be horizontal. Yeah, so the weak point now is here in this band and on the other side as well. Now I've been thinking long and hard about what to do with this thing. Ordering a new frame. You know what, I bought this wheelbarrow in Holland. That's 500 miles, 800 kilometers up north. I'm not going to take this frame, strip it, take it back to Holland, order a new one, probably have to wait there until it arrives, or they have to ship it. It's just going to be a nightmare. I'm just not going to do that. I am going to weld reinforcements in place. Yeah, first of all, I'm going to bend it back in shape. Yeah, I'm now thinking that this subframe, if I would weld this subframe together with the frame, I would lose the possibility of tipping, but I don't really see the point in tipping, because you can tip the whole thing over the wheel, right? Using the wheel as a pivot point. But good, if I would weld the subframe together with the frame, then I would already create a lot of stiffening. You see here where the subframe sits on the frame. That's where I will weld them together. This side and then also that side. Now the reason why I waited so long doing this job, because I had this idea already for a longer time. The reason why I waited was because my welding skills are not really great, so I wanted to do some other welding jobs first before I would start with this one. Because this is a thin frame, you know, you burn straight through it if you're not careful. I've got the subframe, the green subframe now connected on 1, 2, 3, 4 points with the real frame, and I believe that's enough. I think that's enough. For some reasons our chickens don't want to go in the nesting boxes anymore inside the coop, and possibly because we have 3 chickens in there who are broody. So yeah, I've made them their own little nesting box here in the garden. Red, you go in and lay a little egg. That's okay, sweetie. Yeah, see, there's already 2 eggs in there. They must be from Ginger and Butters. And there's a big fake egg. You keep being busy with those chooks. That's working. It's just a bit flimsy, but that's because of these connections here. They are just a bit flimsy. But I don't want to weld them shut because, yeah, then I can't take the whole thing apart anymore. Now I can still take the whole handlebar system off. And my headlights, are they working? I am by far not a great welder, but I really want to learn, and these projects are just yeah, really good for that. Learning how to weld, you can, without it being too costly or having really severe impacts. Yeah, if I make a mistake, I'll do it over, and you know what? All the ugly welds will just grind flat anyway, so you won't see them in the end. See, and this is how it's gonna hang. It's gonna hang suspended from these chains. I have sanded, yeah, it's sort of sanded the metal, because I think there's some sort of a weld primer painted on the metal, and I want to get rid of that because I want this metal to become sort of rusty a little bit, get a rusty sheen over it, and then after it gets that rusty sheen I will coat it in an oil, forgot the name, yeah, I'll tell you later. It's this oil that dries up and yeah, sort of keeps the color that it has at that moment. So when it becomes all rusty and I oil it, it gets a little bit of a sheen over it, and then yeah, it keeps the rust color, but it doesn't rub off anymore. It's really nice. I really like it. So yeah, with this weld primer all removed, this piece of metal should start rusting in a couple of days, I would think. Now I went to a couple of DIY stores to find spokes to weld on here lengthwise, but these spokes were actually really expensive. Steel is not cheap. So then I started looking for something custom made, and I found this rack. I was initially looking for a barbecue rack, but I found this. This is even better because it's already black, and this costed me 10 euros. It's what is it? Yeah, it's some sort of a, yeah, storage rack. Yeah, well, you know, it'll probably work. Yeah, I think Hey agrees with me. So I just need to cut off a little bit of the rack, and then it will just fall in place, and yeah, basically my thing is done. I had a quick look on the internet, looking how to speed up rust process, and there's several recipes. There's even recipes that claim to cause instant rust. It's with hydrogen peroxide. I don't have that in the house, but I do have vinegar and salt, and this is just a vinegar and salt solution. And I'm just gonna rub it on, and this should speed up the process if you believe the internet. Well, if you believe the internet, everything on the internet is true, right? I'll just see. We'll just do this once or twice a day and let it sit for maybe 4 or 5 days, and then it should be good. Now this chain is a bit of rusty chain. I bought several meters of it in a brocante shop a while back, and because it was, I think, about 6 meters, 18 feet, quite a lot, and the overtroll is not that cheap, so I had it sitting in linseed oil for a couple of hours, I think, and then I just hang it out to dry outside, and it is sort of dry. Linseed oil also has the tendency to dry, but it's still a little bit sticky, and I don't like that. So although linseed oil is a lot cheaper than Oatrol, I won't be using that again on metal. On wood it's fine because it sort of soaks in, but not on metal. Okay, Ginger, You gonna make an egg today, or did you already make one? Did she make one? Hey, hey? Did she make an egg? Oh boy. Come. Come. Get on there. Get on there, big boy. Yeah. Okay. That's what we do every day. Makes him feel, I don't know, comfortable or so. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter because I can continue on working. Look, that is the result of 24 hours basically. Because 24 hours ago I rubbed in the vinegar salt solution. I did it twice, I believe, yesterday afternoon and yesterday evening. And this morning I rinsed it off with water. And it's almost dry, but I am going to treat it now with the oil. Probably let it cure for a day or two. What is it? What is it, big boy? What is it? You don't agree with me? Or you do agree? You do agree. We'll let it cure for, say, a couple of days and then it'll be good. Really happy with the result so far. All those ugly welds have also discolored and they're not so visible anymore. Yeah, so let's slap on some oil. So the rack has been drying now, curing for a little less than 24 hours. Yeah, and it's good to go. It's not fully cured, but it's not tacky. Yeah. Hey, let's put this up. Let's put this up. Yeah, pretty cool, huh? I'm really happy about it. It's big enough. It's sturdy. It's strong. All these pots are cast iron, huh? There's a lot of weight on it, but yeah, this rack can definitely handle it. And then the old rack I've placed here in front of the window, I think we're gonna put some plants on it, you know. The light coming through here is just so great, so beautiful. So we gotta sort of dress this up with some more greenery and more decorations. It looks like a picture of Rembrandt, you know, that light coming in from the side. Well, I hope Nadia's happy with it too. She didn't want me to make it. She she thought it was not an important project and a waste of my time, but I just had to make it. And you know what? I'll be safe for at least another month because she won't be coming back for another month. So yeah. Anyway, hey, thank you very much for watching, for subscribing, for liking. absolutely a massive thanks to the people below here. Thank you guys very much. Without you guys I couldn't do this channel. Seriously, it wouldn't be worth the time and the money that I have to put in. Anyway, next week, oh no, I should say, if you would like to help this channel as well, then see the link below where you can buy me a coffee. Next week we're gonna start on a biggie job. We're gonna start on the gazebo on the roof terrace. And building the gazebo is more than just building a gazebo. It's also finishing the wall, which means that I have to remove a window that we put in but we don't need anymore. Finishing the rendering on the wall. Then building a gazebo from old recycled wood that I have to refurbish. And building handrails and making some sort of a partial cover, roof cover on the gazebo as well. And yeah, that's gonna be one of those jobs that are lifting the whole house up to a little bit of a higher level. So I don't know how long it's going to take, maybe 2, maybe 3 weeks. But I'm very much looking forward to that, and it's gonna be interesting. So stay tuned, and yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye now.